Hi everyone, I'm Akila. In this video, let us build a HR report based on the sample data set from the Microsoft GitHub. So let me name this page as Bad Hire. So I'm going to develop a report which visualizes about the bad hire for a respective company. So we may need to help the business to make some decisions based on our visualization. So I'll show you the employee table where it got employee ID, their hire date, and the termination dates. So whenever an employee committed or joined start working in a respective company, commenced a company, then the hire date is updated, and the termination date is when he quitted the company. So if the termination date is blank, it means he's still working, he or she is working. And based on these two dates, we can find the number of days in between this high date and term date. And if those days are less than 61, means if he quitted less than 2 months, he's a bad hire. We have gone somewhere wrong. So to get that information, we may need to calculate based on each row, right? So I am adding a column, new column to know my data is a good hire or a bad hire. So let me subtract the hire date from the termination date. Here, I'll tell you these 2 days will give us a negative number, right? Obviously, the termination date will be present and hire date will be a previous one, which is with respect to date, the year and all, it will be lesser. So it will give a negative value, right? So I'm just multiplying with -1 to convert it into positive number. That's it. If this is greater than 61, greater than or equals to 61 days, it means a good hire. Else it is a bad hire. Okay, enter. Now let me add this column which I created to this table. Okay, don't summarize. See, here by this data you can see that is blank is considered as a bad hire. So we need to consider even the blank of the termination date in my query. So I'm writing an odd condition to check even if it is greater than 61 or termination date is blank, please consider it as good hire, else bad hire. See? Yes, he's still working, active, bad hire. It's not a bad hire. He has worked for a few years. It's not a bad hire. So let me sort this bad hire and show you some examples data so that you'll be convinced. See, he joined during October and quitted during December. Like if he worked for more than 3 or 4 days, it might be a good hire, but he quitted company less than 2 months, right? So it's a bad hire. So this is how this particular DAX function is doing, right? So we are calculating the bad hire correctly. Good. Now, before I proceed, I'm just telling you that we got a few years data 2010 to 2014, but it's all empty. So we got a meaningful data only for 2014 year. So that's why I'm adding a filter to filter my all visuals for only 2014 year. Okay, and I'm hiding this, locking it. Okay, when I publish to service, it will be hidden. Now, let me add a line chart there. And always remember that it's a good practice to write a measure instead of directly adding calling a particular employee ID count, a sum of, count as. It's good to add a measure. So sum of bad hires equals to sum of bad hire calculated column. Okay. Now I'm calling the sum of bad hires with respect to age group. Okay. Let me add it to a pie chart. See, Eh, based on the age group, we should know which category is quitting the company within less than 2 months. Okay. And let me add a line chart to know the trend across the calendar year. The bad hires across the year. During December, no one quitted? 49, yeah. So let me enable the data labels so there will not be any misassumption. See the bad hire trend based on the calendar year. During August, many people might have left before they committed or something. Okay, why these people are quitting? Are they salaried employees or hourly based or what? We got a pay type ID, right? So let me add a donut with a pay ID and call the sum of bad hires. It's very important, right? We'll make some decisions based on this data. See, let me enable the data labels. Yeah, is it enabled? Yes, then display the values, please, as well as the category. And instead of 0,000, so it would be none. See, 13 salaried. Okay, let me on the visualize legend. See, H means hourly, S means salaried. So 13 people salaried have left, and moreover, more people who have hired as a hourly based has left the company before 61 days, which means bad hire. Fine. Now, let me add a cluster chat. Based on the region, I might be interested to know from which part of the region, like place, people are quitting a lot. So, based on the region, what's a bad hire? Instead of calling a sum of bad hires measure, I can even call bad hire calculated column. But for just a practice, good practice, I have done this. Okay. A good practice to enable the border so that we won't overlap the visuals. See, people from south recruitment becoming a bad hire. See, more people from this region. Fine. Now, what else we might be interested in to make some decisions based on the gender? I might be interested to know who are quitting or what is the bad hire ratio. Bad hire ratio based on the gender, male and female. See, it looks like almost equal to 6,666 and 30. Many females are quitting. Fine. So what else could be added so that a business can make some decisions? So I can even add a card to show the total number of bad hires. See, 5705 bad hires. Okay, we should think about business might spend some time to think about it. Okay. There is an ethnic group in this data set based on which people might be interested to know how people are turning into a bad hire. So ethnic group, there are some 7 groups. So I'm adding it into it. Okay. And there is an pay ID, right? So based on the pay type, and we have done some, okay, termination reason. So are they voluntarily stepping out, or company is relieving them? So how do we know that? There is a column, term reason, voluntarily or involuntarily. So based on that, people might be interested to know the ratio. So let me go with again a pie chart. Yeah. See, if I enable the data labels, none. Let me go with none. Category as Data values percent of total. Yeah, see, these many people have left voluntarily and company. So involuntarily means company might have done this decision or contract might have ended. Okay. So obviously I'll be interested to know this data to read my full entire report based on this. Voluntarily, how many people have been moving within less than 2 months? So hope these sort of visuals based on this data uh, will add a lot of value to take some business decisions. Hope this is useful. Thank you.